Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. Welcome to Going Solo. This is Foxhole Fridays, where we do RPGs on the Academic Foxhole. And today we are doing a session of Going Solo, wherein I play a solo RPG. And I am very excited for this moment with you all. I'm also very excited for the game that we are playing. The game we're playing today is called The Wretched. And I want to say a couple of things about it before we begin. Although I probably should do all the other stuff first. Hey, this is the Academic Foxhole. And you can, I want to, at this moment, thank everyone who is here watching the show today. It means a lot to me. And I want to thank every one of you who supports the Foxhole in the various ways. And there are lots of ways you can support, and the most important way you can support the Foxhole is by tweeting out that we're live, letting people know that we're here so they can come and watch. Watching yourself, thank you for watching either live or on the VODs. Thank you for all of that. You can also give tips and bits. I will read out the tips and bits message at the end. If we have an intermission, I will read it then as well. And you can also join the Patreon. And we have, excitement when it comes to the Patreon-ness, which I will tell you more when we get to the end. And you can join our Discord and all of those goodnesses. There's going to be a whole bunch of announcements about the Foxhole coming up real soon, so stay tuned. But first and foremost, I want to say we are playing The Wretched. If you do not know anything about The Wretched, let me share some things with you. Now, I am somewhat unspoiled, but this is what I know about The Wretched. The Wretched is done by Pangalactic, or Chris Bissette, who is a musician, a game designer. I follow him on TikTok, and he's pretty cool. I like all the things that he has to say, and I never actually connected that it was Pangalactic who was Chris Bissette, because I've heard quite a lot about The Wretched. The Wretched is a game that has sort of taken the internets by storm. A lot of people have talked about it. It's a solo journaling game, and if you've seen, there have been a number of really interesting articles out on various sort of geek media about the ways in which this particular game is really something that is fitting and is very sort of apropos for the time of the pandemic. And so I've always been very interested in it. And Wretched is open, has an open gaming license, so people can sort of make games inspired by the Wretched. And there have been a couple of game jams, and I've seen a number of sort of games that have been inspired that are using the Wretched system, Wretched and Alone. And there's been a huge burst of creativity around this particular game, and so I knew it was something that I had to do, and I was just waiting for a moment to be able to experience it, and this is the moment. So I'm excited to have this experience with you. I will note that this is a horror game, so it will probably be intense, and so take care of yourself. I'm going to be here, and we will do this. So just so you know, some content warnings. I don't think this is fully laid out in our content, but please note it. Specific content to be aware of: confined spaces, physical injury, solitude and abandonment, death, descriptions of death, and hopelessness are our sort of content things to be aware of. And speaking, but you know what? I can probably just update our content warning just this minute so that all of those things are in there, in case that might be distressing for you. So, let's see. And updated. And Lysander noted that he has this from an itch bundle. Yes, this is also in two different itch bundles, the bundle for Ukraine and the bundle for Black Lives Matter. So I'm pretty excited about it. So let us. Now I have to say, as a bit of a heads up, the game book says that this will last about 30 minutes. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if it will last longer or shorter. We'll just find out how long it takes us to experience the wretched. We'll see. We'll see. This game was inspired by the music of Nine Inch Nails, Alien, uh, film, Event Horizon, The Thing, and it's a solo journaling RPG, and it tends towards the dark and violent. So, yeah, we'll see. Depending on how forward we wish to write, we will see. So, I feel like I have a surprise for you all that I told you about. Some of you who were here at one of my last streams know about the surprise. Some of you don't, but I have surprises, and we're gonna just see how this goes. Hmm. You, me, this is our setup, are the last surviving crew member of the intergalactic salvage ship The Wretched. Adrift between stars after an engine failure, your ship was attacked by a hostile alien life. The crew are dead, and you are alone. You thought you had won. You launched the creature out of an airlock, and that should have meant safety. It didn't. The creature survived, somehow immune to the cold, empty black space. Now, it skitters and crawls across the hull of my ship. It seeks a way in. It wants me. Now, it is me versus inevitability. Can I keep my life support systems going long enough to repair the distress beacon? With the beacon activated, I can keep the creature at bay. Well, can I? Can I keep the creature at bay long enough to be rescued? Assuming somebody hears my cry. Probably not. But I have to try. What? The Wretched is a game about human resilience in the face of overwhelming odds and almost certain death. It is a game about isolation, fear, and perseverance. I play a lone survivor of a horrific attack. I have seen and done terrible things, and I have seen my friends, my found family, brutally butchered by something I can't even begin to comprehend. Something that I was sure didn't exist until it manifested itself aboard my ship. I'm existing on the edges of my endurance and high on adrenaline and fear and desperation. I'm sure that I won't survive this, but all I know how to do is to keep fighting. This, The Wretched, is inspired by the music and films of John Carpenter, the music of Nine Inch Nails, as well as games You Are Not Alone in This Life and You Will Die Alone Here Out in the Black by Auden Roswell. This is by Chris Bissette of Loot the Room. How? To play, I'll need a single standard deck of playing cards with no jokers, and I would like to thank Roll20 for our deck. A single 6-sided die, and a tumbling block tower, which... that's not what I wanted. Here, let's come... which that block tower is right there. And 10 tokens of some kind. Preferably a collection of nuts, bolts, and screws, but anything will work. And we have a collection of compass roses for this experience. You can we can play without the block tower if needed, but it will work better with it, and so we will. We will also need some way to record the game, which will be this experience, all of us together. There are only two positive ways out of this situation, and each is more unlikely than the last. First, I could activate my distress beacon, survive long enough for someone to hear it, and then continue to survive long enough for them to get to me. Second, I could fix my engines and leave the creature drifting in my wake. I can fail in a multitude of ways. And so we begin. The tumbling block tower is set. I must roll my die and complete that many pulls from the tower by removing a block and replacing it on the top row. The tower represents the state of my ship. So, before I just bring that tower out, I suppose I might as well roll that die. And I like macros, so let's first let me save these changes. Let me put this in my bar so that it's visible. Yeah, okay. So, let's roll. 1d6. I roll a 5. I must pull 5. By the way, if my ship falls apart, then I think we're done. Just, yes, as it notes, if it falls at any time, the catastrophic systems failure results in my death, and the game is over. Yeah, okay. So, let's begin, shall we? I'm going to take my headphones out because I can't, it won't reach over that far. 5. I haven't played Jenga in many years. Many years, and I don't know if I remember how to do it well. Let's see. One. Three. 4. That's bad. That's bad too. This one would be easy, but I don't like. Five. Okay. Here we go. Shuffle a deck of playing cards, which I did. Place them face down with an easy reach. Roll 20 makes them quite easy. Record my first audio log, reading from the script that follows. Day 1. Salvage Ship The Wretched. Flight Engineer Johnson reporting. The other members of the crew are dead, and the engines remain non-operational, though ship integrity remains good, and life support systems are still active. I successfully jettisoned the intruder from the airlock, but it remains alive, and it continues to try to access the ship. With a little luck, I can repair the distress beacon, and somebody will pick me up. This is Johnson, the last survivor of the Wretched, signing off. And now we're ready to begin. We will carry out this game in a series of days. And each day has 2 phases. Phase 1, tasks, and phase 2, the log. So, I have to roll my die and draw that number of cards from the deck, keeping them face down. And then I turn them over one by one, and these represent all of the tasks that I'm able to accomplish in that day. So, let's see what we can do. If I drag these, let me make sure that we will drag them face down, because that becomes important. Let's see. Discard pile, no discard pile. Let's have a discard pile and show fronts. Removed card, we don't care about. Blade facing face down. That's what we'll do. Okay. Let me roll my die. Shall I? And why don't we, while we're here, just see what happens. How many tasks must I accomplish on this day 2? Dang it! Why are my die rolls like this? 6 tasks I have to accomplish today, which I feel like is probably not great. Let's make these cards just a little bit bigger, shall we? Yeah, 6. I feel like this game just wants to kill me. That's bad. All right, that feels like a pretty decent size for cards. Let me see what our dimensions are. 171 by 244. Let's 171, 244. Okay, well, day 1, 6 tasks. I have concerns. Lose, speed run. 4, 5, 6. All right, let's do it. Card 1. Flip it. 6 of diamonds. 8 of diamonds. So you know, hearts represents the ship's systems, life support, water purification, and the like. When I draw a heart, I'm interacting with them in some way, doing essential repairs or booting up a system that was previously dormant. Diamonds, read that last, clubs represent the crew. When you draw a club, I'm reminded of people I've lost and the reality that I'm sharing my space with their remain. Spades represent the creature. It may have made its presence known physically, or you may have to deal with the mental toll its hunt is having on me. And diamonds. Diamonds represent my ship's physical structures. When I draw a diamond, I'm physically engaged with the ship, patching a hole, sealing doors behind you, or accessing new areas. And so, 8 of diamonds. A fire starts in one of the engines while I'm attempting to get the ship going again. I'm forced to jettison one of the engines. I think of this pull from the tower. Nope. Pulled out a second one. Well, Jenga rules. The tower didn't fall, though. Right? The tower didn't fall. So I feel like it's not dead. Okay. I jettison an engine. All right. Oh, speaking of which, I should make sure that comes up. It's, oh no, we can't have that just yet. Ace of diamonds. After a short but terrifying EVE, I managed to boost the range of the Wretched's antenna. How did I ensure that the creature would not attack? How did I ensure the creature would not attack me while I was outside of the ship? Well, I'll tell you that. Pull from the tower. Do not discard this card. Instead, put it to one side so that you remember that I have drawn it. When the distress beacon is active, a roll of 5 or 6 is sufficient to remove a token from it. Okay, I have to pull from the tower. And then we'll talk about our day. For 4 more cards. Maybe Batsy and Repellent will have to talk about it. I'm so concerned. So after we do all these pulls, then we do a log saying everything that happened. 9 of clubs. You know, I should really have my what do you call it? Wireless. Wireless. Nine of clubs. Make a list of the 5 best hiding places on the ship in the event that I need to use them. Okay. Note that we're going to say that when we... don't let me forget. We're going to name the 5 best hiding places in our log. Four of diamonds. Y'all. This game is to kill. the creature detaches one of the habitat modules and sets it adrift in space. I managed to seal off that area before the ship before the creature can gain real access. Pull from the tower. Oh, you can make suggestions all you want. You can make suggestions. I will. Got it. This one of the modules. All right, I'm back. Oh, yes, Atomica. I love those suggestions. Don't let me forget when I do my log, because that many middle pieces. Is it bad to take middle pieces? Seem to be like no people. If you, oh wait, Joker doesn't count. We don't get to count jokers. I just pulled a joker, and that does not count. So we have to. Okay. Also, if you have things to tell me about middle pieces, you should tell me, because I'll probably need to know them. Because you should tell me. Ace of clubs. Ace of clubs. True. While rummaging through the crew quarters, I find a tool I've been in need of. What is it? The next time I'm told to pull from the tower, I may choose not to. Okay. Please note, I need to discuss what tool I need. And our last card for today. A jack of clubs. I gather together the bodies of the crew I was closest to, and seal them in the remaining airlock, saying a few words of remembrance over their bodies. But I can't quite bring myself to jettison them. What words do I say, and why is it so hard to send them out into space? Okay. Day 2. Salvage Ship The Wretched. Flight Engineer Johnson reporting. Today was a difficult day. It started off with a fire in one of the engines, and I was trying to get the engine going, trying to get it functioning, and I must have done something wrong. I don't know. But then there was just fire and that acrid smell of rubber burning. I tried to put out the fire, and I couldn't. It was just too much. I had to jettison the engine, and it's just one less engine we have. I don't know if how I'm gonna really sort of, how will I get out of here? I don't know. That was not the only thing. While I was doing that, the creature just ripped one of the habitat modules off of the ship, just leaving a gaping hole. Started losing air. I say we, it's just me now, started losing air, and it ripped open the hole. I knew that it was going to come in, and so I rushed. I rushed as fast as I could to the manual control port, and I just we have these wheels on the ship to manually override the doors, and I was able to seal off one of the connectors, one of the bulkheads to that area of the ship, and I was able to seal it before the thing could get to me, but I was right there. See its face. I don't call that face. It looked all metal and shiny. It had its teeth, rows of teeth, and I was able to shut the bulkhead right before it got to me. Save air. The ship's still going, still surviving. I knew this was a problem, and that maybe with the engines and so much life support gone, I didn't have a lot of. I have to get the antenna working. Distress signal. I knew I had to do that, so yeah. You know, I suppose I should talk about the crew before I talk about that. I got together. You're listening to this. I hope I've delivered it to you myself, and I'm still alive. If that's not the case, you should know that this whole crew is maybe not the whole crew, but it's good. I gathered together 5 crew members that I was closest to. Tom, a huge, burly guy, flaming orange hair. Everybody called him Carrot Top. He hated that. I think he was from Denmark. I think on the old world. Was funny, sweet, very kind, gentle. Oh, and I brought the body of Marty and Martha, but call her Marty. She short. She was actually from one of the outer colonies. She grew up there. Oh, which one was it? I think it was one of the planets around Sirius. And short, violent, loved fire, loved to set things on fire. She grew up really out in the sticks. Her colony world was vague, not really well developed, So she was really good at living off the land. She could make anything taste good. I remember she would go into the galley. She'd take over our cook. Cookie, of course, was not the greatest. They were all right, but very by the book. And I remember Marty would just go in there, and I don't know how she did it, but she'd just take things she got from somewhere on our trip, and she'd make what was mostly paste actually taste good. Yeah. And then, of course, there was Hackett. Hackett, the new one. Hackett was sort of mysterious, I always thought. didn't get to know Hackett as well, but in the very short time that I knew them, they were enthusiastic and would always find a way to make it work. It's kind and giving. Would make space for everyone at the table. I'm also very good card player. I lost quite a few credits to Hackett. My brother, Stan. Stan, he is quite tall, actually. Thin, rail thin. I think he's from. Where was he from? He's from Mars, I think. Part of that colony that was founded by China. Yeah, Stan was very perceptive. He always knew when to reach out just to see if I was doing all right. In a quiet way, sensitive, always helpful. And then, of course, the last one, Patty. She, life of the party. She, dynamic. Walk into a room, and if she's there, all eyes look to her immediately. Because she had such a charisma and commanding personality. She was EXO, and she knew how to salvage, I will tell you that. She could always get any kind of piece of salvage from anywhere. Didn't matter. She always had a good sense of worth. So I gathered up all their bodies, and I said goodbye. I said that I've known you all. I've worked with you for years, and it was good. Flying through space, for a lot of people, being on a salvage crew is not glamorous or exciting. Some people would think it's the worst job, because all you deal with is ships that are unstable, bits and pieces here and there. But for me, being out in the black, being a salvage crew is freedom. At least as much freedom as I could afford. I didn't grow up with, kind of one of these yacht ships and things like that. But could be on this ship, fly out wherever we wanted. All we need to do is find some wreckage somewhere. And tell you what, there's a lot of wreckage out here. Sometimes we'd get commissions to go off somewhere specific. Got to go where we wanted. It's open. It's free. We just traveled where we will. And we laughed a lot. And that 5, there were others that came and went, of course. That core 5, they always could rely on them. You could always be sure that if you were going to go off to salvage, they would have your back, and we would get the salvage we needed. We would get the best parts, and we would come back, and we'd make enough money, enough credits to fuel this thing back up and go back out again. And yeah, this is the crew I'd play cards with. You know, those octagonal cards, we always play in space. I said to them, we played many hands together, all of us. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. And this time we lost. And I am sorry. Sorry I couldn't. Sorry I didn't see that thing coming before it got here. I didn't realize it was in the salvage that we had, and I I should have, and I'm sorry that I didn't know how to stop it taking over, but it did. And now everyone's dead, so sorry. And I was supposed to jettison them out into space, but I couldn't. I couldn't because, I don't know. I figured maybe, I don't know, I thought maybe it could be brought back somehow, something. I know it's stupid. Because they're dead, and you can't bring them back. It's over. But I don't know. If I jettison them into space, it feels like it's real. You know? I just couldn't really just couldn't let it be real yet. So they're still there right now. But while I was picking them up, taking them out to the airlock, I found a tool, something really important. It was an arc welder, and that arc welder is something I've been needing, and fuel for it as well. So that helped a lot, because when I was out there in the airlock, I noticed some tears in the hull, and I was able to repair them. That kept me, and they'll keep the ship together a little bit longer. So while I was doing that, I was thinking about hiding spaces, because I don't know if I can have to hide. I think so. I was thinking good hiding spaces. Thing is, this thing can crawl everywhere, right? Every which way. So I was thinking, we've got these cabinets in the galley. Store food and the like. I figured that might be a good place to hide. That's one. Cabinets in the galley. The landing gear well. That might be a good space. Small, cramped. Be all right. So the empty pantry in the galley. That landing well. That'd be a good one. Feel like we have this broken escape pod abandoned. I feel like that's a good spot. That might be a good space to hide. Visibility's not good. I was thinking, we've got the armory. It's where we keep all the weapons. It's pretty good. You can lock that up pretty tight. Some ammo lockers in there. I might be able to hide there. Yeah. Might be a place. I was thinking, one more place we could hide. You know, there's I don't know, the rec room, the day room we called it, yeah. Had like pool table, all of that. And we had this pool table was like a gaming table. It had like a top you could take off, right? And underneath was storage for all the games. And figured I could maybe hide in there, and in the gaming table. Cramped, but it might be good enough. Yeah, maybe. I hope. But, well, I, did have one good thing happen to me. I went out to do a spacewalk to try to repair the antenna and to boost its range, because I'm going to need range if I'm going to have any chance of anybody hearing me out here. I floated out there. I got to the antenna and I was working on it, and I did it. I boosted the range of. I did something which I'm pretty proud of. I don't think I should say. Well, but this is the official log, so I should say. I'm sure you're wondering how it is the creature didn't come and get me as I was welding the arc welder, the circuits. I created a distraction on the other side of the ship. There's some bodies of other crew members I wasn't as close to. I sent one into space on the other side of the ship with a light beacon flashing, the emergency light beacon, and sent it off the other side of the ship when I went off. He went up port, I went starboard, and the creature was drawn to the light. That flashing light. Joan. And I was working so fast as I heard that creature scuttle across the hull to where Jones was floating, tethered. The creature just ripped Jonesy to pieces, and Jonesy was dead, so it's not bad, right? It's not bad that I did that. So, the reason why I didn't jettison the bodies of my friends is because I wanted their family to have them. Something more than just dog tags, I wanted their family to be able to bury them back in their homes. Mars, Sirius 4, Old Earth, and you should bring their bodies back. Jones's family's never gonna have their body. That thing just ripped into it. Yeah, well, I suppose it's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. Sacrifice has to be made. So, well, that was my day. Day 2 on the Wretched. Salvage ship. This is a flight engineer, Johnson, signing off. Day 2. DSB has some information from us. Basically, middle pieces are the easiest to remove, but they hurt the longevity of your tower since there are half as many middle pieces as side pieces. But side pieces risk unbalancing the tower. Okay, I see. All right. Thank you. It is day 3, and we're going to have to pull cards, I think. I made myself a discard pile, so hopefully that discard pile will matter. Will show up. Let's get rid of these cards, shall we? And let me just check to make sure they show up. They do. All right, my friends, day 3. I have not tried playing it without the Jenga tower, but there are means with which one can do so. You can... there's a discussion about. Oop, that's not what I wanted. There we go. This is what I was looking for. So there's a discussion about alternates to the Jenga tower, and I will give you all the means. It's actually there. There you go. Where are you? So, 6 for day 3. I am very excited for what that means for our life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's see how day 3 goes on the Wretched. Oh, Valtiel, you're welcome. 7 of diamonds. The many skirmishes with the creature has caused a huge amount of internal structural damage. I spend all day tracking down all the issues I can find and fixing them the best that I can. It's a lot, and I have to pull from the tower. DSB in the manual says side pieces. Oh, I didn't bring up the tower. I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. But remind me, tower. Second task for the day. A 9 of hearts. I think this is our first heart. It's not better. The proximity alarm just keeps sounding because the creature's on the outside of the ship, and I am just trying to keep it together, you know? But how can I? Because every single time, all I can hear is this creature scuttling, and then the proximity alarm's just blaring and blaring and blaring. It just doesn't stop. So I had to I just had to disable them. If an asteroid or something like that comes to get us, comes near, I won't know. But hey, I don't. The engines aren't working anyway, right? So yeah, I have to pull from the tower. see. I've got one. Oh, oh, okay, okay. I want to try to balance out the ones I got. Two of hearts systems. The water purification system still works, but it's noticeably less efficient. What what does it feel like to drink water that smells faintly of ammonia? I can tell you, because all of our water smells faintly of ammonia. Reminds me of when you drink stale water that's been sitting in a canteen too long. Is that light smell, and makes me think of cleaning, all that cleaning fluids all the time. Makes me think, I don't know, do you, when you smell ammonia, do you think of the color blue, that kind of blue-green color? I do. I kind of think of kind of a weird blue-green color, and so I imagine somehow that water, even though it looks clear, in my mind it doesn't look clear at all. It looks sort of like dishwashing liquid, That's what it feels like to me. But I still working, so still alive. Ace of hearts. After days of trying, I have finally managed to repair my stress beacon and activate it. Pull from the tower. Do not discard this card. Instead, put it to one side and place 10 tokens on it. Let me do that at this moment. I'm going to just... These tokens on this, I found... Everybody, I found the distress beacon. Been looking days. Just, so... Okay. Right? At the end of each day, after recording your log, roll your die. On a result of 6, remove a token from the card. If I successfully remove all the tokens, someone responds to my beacon. Make a final pull from the tower. If the tower stands, you are rescued and the game ends. Record one more audio log as you watch them destroy the creature and dock the ship. The tower falls. They arrive too late. Your ship falling apart in the black. You are dead, and the game is over. Okay. I can't always just roll 6s, can I? 6, Queen of Diamonds. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I have to pull from the tower for that ace. Excuse me. Okay. Not good. All right. Uh, this brings us to the Queen of Diamonds. I'm not gonna put the earbud back in because I have to go back over there. Structures. I spend a day taking the engine apart completely and putting it back together in an attempt to fix it, but I'm not sure exactly how to do that. And I suspect I might have caused more damage than I fixed. Pull from the tower. Do not replace this block at the top of the tower. Remove it from the game instead. I think I really broke something bad this time. Oh. Want this one. Removed from the game. I have one more task to do today. One more. 10 of clubs. One of the crew died while holding a teddy bear his daughter gave him. What was the bear's name? The bear's name was Wellington. It was a knit. It was a brown bear. A knit, and it had a pink snout. Kind of looked sort of strange. It was better than a rag doll, but not as good as one of those sort of fancy store-bought teddy bears. Wellington. One of the ears had been torn and then mended. It was Marty who mended it, as a matter of fact. Marty, I told you, Marty. She's always very crafty. And Marty graduated from trade school, 3 years ago. And when she graduated, I'm so sorry. No, just thinking about remember there, Wellington. Wellington was given to him by his daughter. Gabriella. And Gabriella, she graduated from trade school 3 years ago. She studied to be. It's funny. She studied to work in engine crew, engine maintenance, and like her dad. And she used to have really bad nightmares, Gabriella. And her dad, Javier, our ship's engine officer, mechanic, he knit that for her so that she wouldn't have nightmares when she was 2 or 3, and she had that bear all her life growing up, and it kept her safe. And when she graduated trade school, become engine mechanic, she gave the bear back to her dad, and she said that she was grown up now and she didn't need it anymore because it was a whole thing. He gave her his lucky wrench, one he always kept with him. He used it to repair everything, and she graduated from trade school. He gave her his lucky wrench, and in return, she gave him Wellington. And he laughed. He said, "Won't you have nightmares?" She said, "I got your lucky wrench, so I don't need Wellington." And he said, "That's all right. Wellington's got a place with me." And she said, "Don't worry. Wellington will keep you safe from nightmares, but no bear could protect us from that nightmare." And Javier just held on to Wellington, crying. That thing moves so fast. So I should do my log. Day 3, Salvage Ship The Wretched, Flight Engineer Johnson reporting. Today was a difficult day. It was a good day. It was a day that was complicated. I found the distress beacon. I finally repaired it. I've been working for a long time trying to fix that repair beacon, and I just couldn't get it to go, and I finally did, and I activated it. So as of this moment, the distress signal is going off in a space. I've boosted the tower, and I've sent off the distress signal. So now all I have to do is wait. Just have to wait. I don't know how long it'll take them to get to me, but I hope they'll get here before that creature gets inside. I did it. One step towards surviving, and I have to hope that I will. Wasn't great. I disabled the proximity alarms. The alarms were blaring because the creature is everywhere and it never leaves. And repaired water purification system. I repaired just a lot of structural damage with my arc welder. I just kept repairing as much as I could. I tried to repair the engine, and that didn't work well. I did something to the engine, and something I don't know if I can get the engines going. I don't know, actually. I'm not the ship's mechanic. I'm not the ship's engineer. I'm just the flight engineer. If Javier were still alive, he would be able to fix that engine fast. He was always so good at that, and he's not. He died holding Welling. So as of the end of day 3, the distress beacon is going. The engines are just borked, and still alive. Still alive. Bodies and my friends in the airlock are just waiting. That's it for today. Johnson out. And because it's the end of the day, I get to roll to see if my signal gets out. 5 or 6, I get to remove a token. A 1. No. No one hears me yet. I'm not closer to being saved. But we go to day 4. And I roll a 5. I roll a 5. I see. Well, they do not want me to survive. The fates. Creature doesn't seem to have a lot of joy for me. No. It's alright. I defy that creature. That creature. We'll see. What happens on day 4? Yeah. The second die roll is the number of cards we have to pull per day. The number of tasks we have to complete. So, day 4. More cards are bad, because with each card we have to deal with, probably have to pull from the tower. And at the end of each day we get to see whether or not somebody might come and find us, so fewer tasks means shorter days, means more likely we are to survive that day, and more likely we are to have someone hear our distress signal. But today's not that day. What happens in day 4? Yeah, if the tower falls, our ship falls apart. The tower is our ship. So, an 8 of spades, which represents the creature. I was hiding. I was hiding in the empty pantry in the galley because I heard scrabbling, and I just made myself as small as possible, and I just shut my eyes. I didn't see the creature properly because I was hiding, but I heard it. What did it sound like? You ever heard the sound of metal scraping on metal? Or the sound that's made when somebody scratches on the inside of a piano, the low strings, the wound ones. It sounded like that. It's this metal sound. It had all of these overtones. It had all these frequencies in it. It was just like... It made that sound as it moved. Like the strange scraping of metal. And the thing is, it wasn't the sound of its claws on our deck, because our deck is fully laminated. Those sounds were coming from it. I don't know what this thing is made of. I'm so sorry, I forgot. I have to pull from the tower. For that 8. And I actually have to... I'm gonna have to pull from the tower a second time. Despite the thick hull of the ship separating me from the creature outside, I know when it's near the section of the ship that I'm in. I know it. The hull's thick. It's very, very thick. It's built to withstand space, dust, and not big puncture. It's hard to get through. But I know. I turned off the proximity alarms, everything, so I know. But you'd think there'd be no way to know for creature. But I do know when it's near my section of the ship. And the reason why I know this is because Um, we have this thing. So we are in space, right? And when you're in space, it makes it very difficult. The day-night cycle is difficult to, because you're, and it's not like when you're on a planet side, and sun comes up, it goes down, and it makes it easier for you to um, regulate your sleeping. And we don't have that, but we have these sensors. They're these little solar panels, and when the solar panels are getting energy, the lights go on. We have this sort of little chime happen, like a good morning sort of a thing. And when we're on the other side of a planet that can't see the sun, that little section goes dim, and it says good night, bedtime. And this creature is quite large. It's larger than our solar panels. And so when it crawls across a ship, one of the sections of the ship that I'm in, the lights dim. I just hear nighttime, bedtime, night all. Atomic. So whenever I'm working, the lights dim on the ship, and I hear the ship's computer say, bedtime, night all. I know that the creatures by where I am. So I say goodnight to the ship's computer, Atomica. I'm gonna have to see how our ship is doing. Two. See? Side. Only one on this side. Something to the other side to balance it out. That's one. Got a second one I have to pull. I hope our ship. There's one on this side. Like about and on the side, and I'd like to balance that out. go middle. And nobody can. No. That was my 2. This game, I don't even know what to say. Well, the tower's getting so tall you can't even really see it. Let's continue on with our really long days. I'm gonna have to go in a 7 of spades. The creature, it whispers to me through the ship's comms. I don't know how it does it. Just keeps whispering. And what do I hear before I kill the audio? I hear it calls my name. It says Johnson. That's what it sounds like, and it says, "You couldn't save them. Couldn't protect them." I suppose I did. So I tried to ignore it. It just kept whispering. And it kept whispering, so I went to the comms room and I just ripped out the wires. I just ripped out the wires. I have to pull. Pull is done. DSB, good luck out there in the black. Don't get killed by the monster. wrote this card. A Jack of Spades. This is the day of the monster for certain. This is all creature all the time. You know, this creature, it can survive out in the cold black of space where nothing should be able to live. I mean, there should be nothing out there, and this thing is just crawling over my ship. It's just crawling, and I can keep hearing the good morning, bedtime. No. Is it, is it coming into my territory to destroy me? Or is it just simply defending its domain? I don't even, I don't even know. I don't know. I can't, I don't know. I have to pull from the top. While we're here, I thought maybe I should, I don't know, might be able to go into studio mode, alter something, see if I can. Give me one more. I want to see if maybe we can give ourselves a little bit of extra that's what gotta go to camera 2. I need to change this filter for a second, because I don't know if you've noticed, but that tower's getting tall. It's getting really tall. I don't know necessarily how much more room we have left in this tower for it. So why don't we fix that, shall we? So, just adjust that, since after all, I have a bit of problem here. That should be about right. I think. Let's fix this. I want you all to see this tower and all of its terrible, awful glory. So, and then I'll fix the camera. I've got you. And for you, my friend, we just have to adjust this. I want to give you all the glory of seeing our ship fall to pieces. Slowly. Piece by piece. Bit by bit. Until there's nothing left. But maybe it'll be okay. And we'll survive. I don't know. One of the aces lets me not pull the tower, but I use that with my crew. I decided not to pull for that one moment. Okay. For the record, we're an hour and a half in the stream. Okay. The game has lasted more than advertised 30 minutes. Oh, shells are good. I'm gonna have to pull from the tower. Also, Everything's fair game, right? Got it's back. Oh, tower is looking dodgy, but you know what? We survived. Or that went. Don't matter. To compensate that Logitech. Well, my friends, our last task for today, the day 4, the day of the creature. Joker, which doesn't count. Gotta make it equal. Well. 8 of hearts. 8 of hearts. It's been a long day. All I've been doing is running away from this creature. You know? That's it. This thing chasing me. Wanting. What does it feel like to look at the sensors and the monitors and see nothing? How does it feel to know that you may never see land or light or have a conversation again? Doesn't feel good. It's, I think it would be different. It would be different if I didn't have all of those bodies in the airlock staring at me. But, I can't give up. Because they're all there. They're dead bodies. I need to get them home. You know? I have to get them home. I sometimes talk to them. Sometimes Marty, Tom, just chat with them, Stan. You know, I'm a flight engineer, so comms, sensors, I always would look at them and plot the course to plan which route we were going, which direction we were headed, and to see them just empty. Empty, it's disconcerting. I don't want to think about that. I'm gonna make my log today. Day 4. Salvage Ship The Wretched. Flight Engineer Johnson reporting. Today, the war between myself and this creature escalated. It followed me around the ship as I did my daily tasks trying to repair things. It followed me. The creature is able to survive in complete vacuum. I don't know exactly how it's able to stay clung to the ship as we drift, but it is able to do so. It's able to climb across the hull. I'm able to pinpoint to locate generally where it's at based on when it covers up the solar panels and Atomica, our ship's computer, turns on and off the mood lighting. And it's sentient in some sort of way because it was able to gain access to the comms and speak to me through the communication system. It said things that it knew my name. I don't know how it knew my name, but it did, and it communicated with me in ways clearly meant to demoralize me. I have deactivated the comms, so it cannot speak to me anymore. If anyone's going to come to try to rescue me, won't be able to call on the comm. Maybe I shouldn't have actually done that. Probably shouldn't deactivate it. Well, yeah, I did it. It's done now. We're not any closer yet to being rescued. I am not any closer, and my friends' bodies are any closer to being rescued, but maybe today will bring us closer to being rescued. At least we have to hope. Right? That's the end of the day. End of day 4. This is Johnson, the last survivor of the Wretched, signing off. Now we roll to see whether or not we get a little bit closer to being rescued. We roll a 1 and we don't get closer to being rescued at all. Well, on to day 5. Day 5. How many tasks do we have to complete today? Atomica? It rolled off the mat, but it's a 2. Only 2 tasks for today. Perhaps things are going our way. Perhaps maybe we will get rescued after all. Maybe it'll be okay. Maybe. I hope so. Let's see. Our first task for the day. Jack of Hearts. Systems. I spend the day climbing around in the engines, doing basic maintenance and trying to figure out what needs to be done to get the ship moving again. I'm not Javier, so at the end of the day, I'm just as clueless as I began. I have to pull from the tower. Have 2 out 2 side something. 2 something. That was day 4 was the last entry of Johnson, the last survivor. Well, formerly the last survivor of the Wretched. As I was trying, I won't get another log in. As I was in there, in the engine, trying to fix things started breaking. was there was hot oil coming out of tubes, and I tried to repair them, and then I did, and then there were flashing red lights, and something else inside the engine broke, and I tried to fix that. There was a rip, and I ejected a module that was caught fire, and so I was trying to move things from one space to the next. Something fell, and it pinned me. It pinned me on my leg, the ground. I don't even know I'm speaking right now because it's not even recorded. Right now, I'm in the dark, inside some Jeffries tube next to engine parts, and I can hear the sound of metal ripping. I don't know what I did. I tried to start the engine and it started briefly, but all it did was rip. Right now I can't move. I just hear these sounds. I hear the sound metal ripping. Did I hear that hiss? I hear the hiss of air escaping the ship. And I don't have a lot of time left before this ship falls apart. There's fire around me right now. I have been on this ship for so many years. It's been my home. And I couldn't fix it. Maybe that creature was right. Failed everyone. I couldn't save them. Couldn't save myself. Fix the ship. Well, at least that creature won't kill me. So yes, I did. This is Johnson, last survivor of the Salvage Ship The Wretched. I just want everyone to know, my loved ones, my family, that I love them. That think about me. The Wretched. Hello! Oh my goodness. Hey everybody. Thank you for being with me for that game, The Wretched. That was intense. And we never got close to getting rescued. And we probably should have stopped trying to fix the ship because we just broke it up in the end. That was so intense. Oh my goodness. I am ooh. Hey everybody, that was amazing. Let us chat as we get to the end of this sort of moment. That was amazing. Um, Let me also do this for myself. So I've got a bunch of things to say to you all, and I need to make sure I get where is it? I need where is my Discord? Hey Discord, where are you? We need to chat. There we go. Okay. Oh my goodness. Trooper, you survived lots longer than the game expected, probably due to awesome Jenga skills. I don't know if my Jenga skills are that awesome, but I am. Uh, hey, that was like I've not played Jenga in a really long time, so that's very exciting to me. I so we only how many cards did we get through? We got through. Hold on, let me look. We got through discard. Uh, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 4 times 4 is 16. Minus 1, that's 15. Plus 1 more, that's 16. So we got through 16, 17, 18. We got through 18 cards. We got through 18 cards out of the 52. Which, whew, gee whiz. That's intense. That's intense. Gonna just note it. Gonna note that one. And there were so many prompts we never got to. We never got to learn. There are so many things we never got to. So I'll tell you what. Um, there are 52 different prompts in this game, and we got through 18 of them. I would like to know more. More things. I would like to have. There's more to do. So I'm hoping maybe somebody else will play this game, and I can watch them do it. The number of cards those virtual dice made you pull, man, the dice wanted me dead for certain. Certain they wanted me dead. I'm gonna have to fix that Jenga tower. So first thing I want to do, first things first, is I want to give a great thanks to Chris Bissette, who created this game. What a cool game. What a great game that was. And there are a lot of games that are inspired by it, and I'm looking forward to playing them. We will talk about that. So I have got some things to share with you. First off, I would like to thank the people who gave tips and bits. I want to thank Atomica, who gave 100 bits with the Ich bin müde, aber ich bin hier. So tired, but here. And I want to thank those people who resubbed BP Phantom, Bill of the Forest, Scabbynack, and also I want to thank Willen for giving 2 gift subs to Max Ryder and Lysander Solinder. And what a really interesting game. An interesting game. I've got thoughts. About it. So thank you, all of you. But I also especially want to thank our sponsors. We have 2 sponsors for the month of August and also presumably coming into September. And I want to go and give my very special thanks to our sponsors. By the way, I've got for our credits, because we've got credits going on, I've got a special thing for our second sponsor, and I hope you will like it. So I want to thank our sponsors. We have 2. So in our Patreon, we have a Patreon, which is a way for you to help support the game, so that I can go and like pay cast and artists and do all that good stuff and all of that, music, etc., etc. And we have a special tier, and that special tier is a sponsor tier. That's $200, which will pay for the cast. And I am planning on upping the cast pay from, I'm just going to go and do it. It was $35 last season. I'm just going to up it up to, there are going to be some changes that are happening. And so the next show, the next time we stream with the full cast, it'll be, I'm going to give them $50 an episode. So $200 as a sponsor will pay for the cast, not me. And we have 2 sponsors. And the sponsors are Willen TW, who's our bookkeeper, who has taken all of the notes for Colos and has been a great support to me. And our second sponsor, I'm so excited about. We have our second sponsor. Our second sponsor is KY Hawkeye, or Kentucky Hawkeye. Also, there's going to be really exciting ads for them that you will hear coming up in our intermission next week. But Kentucky Hawkeye has got the most amazing ice cream parlor that you can find at twitch.tv/KY Hawkeye. And this ice cream parlor, y'all, you've got to see the little slide I made for Hawkeye. You have to see it. You're going to see it really soon, coming up very shortly. I'm very excited about this. So our KY Hawkeye, Kentucky Hawkeye, has got the amazing ice cream parlor with two assistants, Virgil of the Caramel Cyborg and Tori, short for Victoria. And they host their old-time ice cream parlor saloon, and they have a number of really exciting shows. You can check out their special Bonnie's Bonbons, which is Mondays at 7:30, and all with all the floats, sodas, and sundaes available. Also, there's the Fudge Roda Sunday special on Tuesdays at 7:30, and the 1-2-3 Parfait on Wednesdays at 8 p.m., which is the Grappler's Keep. And I'm not going to say anything, but it looks like me, my grappler alter ego, might have done some bad things. Might have turned heel. I might have done a heel turn. So go and support Hawkeye, because Hawkeye's amazing. And thank you. And let me see, is there anything else I want to say before we go to credits? Yeah, there's a lot that I want to say before I go to credits, but we gotta wait for that to happen. Let me tell you where you can find me next. I hope we did I'm pretty sure we did the game itself. So you can get this game over at itch.io, and I recommend it. It's really fun. I also want to let you know that I actually have downloaded some other Wretched and Alone games that I'm looking forward to digging into at some point. So that'll be exciting. But let me tell you about the schedule coming up next. So actually, this is important because I actually do have an important message. I have to update my calendar. So tomorrow is Saturday, and tomorrow I will be playing here, noon, the Outer Worlds video game stream. It'll be exciting, and I do not know if I will play the banjo. But we died pretty early tonight, which means I get to practice the banjo. So maybe I will play. I probably will not be where I need to be yet. You know what I mean? I probably will not be ready, but I think I might play the song that is. So I'm playing a new character in Witcher Road's Home. So in Witcher Road's Home, which is starting up very soon, actually, right after Labor Day, my character Yanto is going to be hanging out and staying retired in a farm somewhere. And so I'm bringing in a new character, a druid, and I have a song that reminds me of what happened when I rolled the life path for my druid. And if I can get it together enough, tomorrow I will play it. So there may be banjo tomorrow, and that'll be at noon Eastern. And then Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern, there will be I will be guesting in a charity stream run by Wandering DM, Simon Wandering DM, and it's a D&D stream. It's at 2 p.m. and it's for MS saves. So it's a good MS stream, and it is on the channel MS Society, and I'm going to actually update my offline screen so you know it, and update the calendar so it'll all be there, and I'll let you all know. That's tomorrow. It's for charity, so come and see it. And then Monday is the premiere of Montreal by Night, a Vampire 5th edition game that I will be in, and that is it's at 8:30 over at Wandering DM's channel, and I'm playing a vampire called Lucky, and I'll probably be wearing this A shirt, but you may not see it depending on whether or not I'm wearing this other piece of clothing that I bought, which is very, very hot. So we will see. We will see how this goes. We'll see. I might put it on and then take it off. We'll see. There might be disrobing. I cannot say, but I'm playing a vampire. And you know, that'll be good. And then let's see. What's the next thing you should know? Next Wednesday will be Upon the Hexhamshire Moors at 8 p.m. over at Laugh Love Lindy. We're gonna get everybody back, and we're gonna skip forward like 5-6 years. I'm really excited for that. And then Thursday will be either the Long Dark or Twice Reborn, depending on whether or not Lindy is free and if I can figure out how to work virtual machines. So that's all of the stuff. Valtiel, it is not leather. It is not leather. However, it might be, I don't know if I should tell you. Like, I'll tell you what it is, but I won't give you the details of what it is. It might be a hockey hoodie. A hockey hoodie. It might be a hockey hoodie, is all I'm saying. So it might be a very specific and special hockey hoodie that I was able to get special, which is very exciting. And but but that will be for Monday, and then that's the next 6 days. So I want to thank everybody here for all of your support, and yes, so excited. And you know what? Keep your eyes peeled for news because there's gonna be some news. And next week, keep your eyes peeled for um, the special ads for our sponsors because those are coming. And we will, I will see you. I will see you. I'll catch you on the flip side. Thank you for being wonderful and amazing and being the best. And I will catch you tomorrow, maybe. Or, oh, hey, I'm going to give you. We should raid somebody. I'm going to raid somebody after our credits roll. So if you stick around till after the end of the credits, then we will have a raid to go and support some other streamer. So thank you very much, and I will catch you on the flip side.